Movement is essential for life on Earth. Yet the impact of global change on the movement of species is poorly understood. Combining fieldwork, coordination with local partners, and satellite observations, institutions like the Smithsonian and NASA help us understand and protect biodiverse ecosystems. The Smithsonian and NASA are working to fill in the gaps in our understanding, like how much space do animals need to survive? How does human civilization create barriers for animals? And what role can technology play in monitoring the survival of wildlife? Once plentiful across most of North Africa, scimitar horned oryx became extinct in the wild due to widespread overhunting, habitat loss, and persistent drought. Working with partners, the Smithsonian embarked on a bold program to not only reintroduce the animals to part of their original range in Chad, but to also use tracking technology to ensure their survival.
I pursued a career in conservation to save species from extinction. The downlisting of the scimitar horned oryx is the kind of conservation progress that I have been training and working for my entire career.
Scientists are now monitoring the progress of nearly every oryx via GPS tracking collars. Combining that data with satellite imagery, scientists are obtaining unprecedented insights into the species, like the social and environmental drivers of oryx movements and survival.
We analyzed their behavior and found that they change dramatically between rainy, cool, and hot seasons, and we applied that information to identify conservation zones in the reserve where they're being reintroduced to make sure that the areas they use and the resources they need are available all year round.
With more than 600 scimitar horned oryx now in Chad, the species was reclassified from extinct in the wild to endangered, marking a major milestone for the species. Chimpanzees are another species technology is working for. In the last 50 years, their populations have been decimated. And all that time, Earth-observing satellites like Landsat have been observing the shrinking of their home, Africa's equatorial forest belt. The Jane Goodall Institute uses NASA satellite data and images in their Takare program, which supports local communities in implementing their own conservation plans, which have helped restore vital chimpanzee habitat.
Takare gives me hope. The way it gives me hope is it is changing lives. And it is also empowering the local voices.
With support from NASA, the Jane Goodall Institute has used dozens of variables from Landsat data to create a suitable habitat map for chimpanzees. Mobile apps also bring in data in real time to aid communities in land use planning and protection of their village forest reserves. After years of forest loss, satellite data has helped support habitat recovery.
It works both ways. Sometimes you show a lush forest and then you show how a few years later it's devastated. There's just a few burnt stumps. But on the other hand, there are other images which show you a devastated landscape, and then 5 years later, trees coming back, regeneration, new hope, new life. That's what these satellite images show so clearly.
Biodiverse ecosystems need protection, and with continued satellite observations and efforts like the Oryx Reintroduction Program, NASA and the Smithsonian will continue to do just that.